welcome. Today we have joining us on the Everyone's a Little Queer podcast. We have Levi. Levi, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, very excited. I've known Levi, we've known each other now as I think friends in passing. It started and then just kind of grew to that. Now I love chatting with you and we text and snap. I think it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and it was kind of, I think I remember the first time that I met you was at your work, and then I saw the stickers on your car and I was like, that's got to be a fun person. I think my favorite was, I don't know who Brandon is, but fuck Trump. And that I went, I love that person.
I still have that on my car.
Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. I still have the one. I got to make a new one because it's been on there for like a year now, which I was really happy. A year my sticker made it, but the your Sky Daddy can kiss my ass or eat my ass sticker that I have, and that one is one of my favorite ones. But I always see people like point and look at it and laugh, and it brings me joy, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's awesome. Well, welcome to Everyone's a Little Queer. We're here to tell stories of queer people and their journeys and their lives. One of the things is trying to get people to understand that we all have the same kind of journey, and it doesn't matter that maybe you're gay, lesbian, trans, straight, curious, or whatever. We all kind of have the same journey in life and the same aspirations, and just trying to show people that what has been labeled in the LGBTQIA plus community is as these people who are, lesser than others, is so wrong on so many levels, and just showing everybody why. Look how much we can do, and look what we do.
Yeah.
So we'll start off, Levi. Kind of start off where I like to know where people call home. I call home now Kansas City. For the longest time, I was adamant I did not want to be associated with Kansas City. I didn't. That wasn't a thing.
For real. Oh.
Yeah, I was from Dallas. I loved my Texas roots, my Texas heritage. I got dragged up here when I was a kid, and it's taken a long time for me to be like, I'm from Kansas City. So where's home for Levi? Why do you call their home?
I'm originally from Lawrence. I grew up there. We moved out here to Olathe in 2006. I graduated high school from Lawrence High December 20, 2005. Wow.
2005.
Yeah, that's
So
scary.
just like a couple days ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 2005. Wow.
Did you
Um,
grow up like a big KU Jayhawk person?
oh yeah, like
Yeah.
we would always watch KU basketball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we weren't too fond of the football team, but
I
yeah.
I was a Mizzou fan for a long time, and I love the state rivalry that they,
Oh yeah.
that was like the one of the few Mizzou games I really enjoyed because they did it all the time at Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'd be fun to go there because you're watching like these college players who are trying their hardest to make something. But Mizzou was always better than KU in football. But basketball, KU is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Still, I think to this day they're still doing pretty good, aren't they?
I believe so. I
Yeah.
haven't really been keeping up.
Yeah. So you've been just around here your whole life pretty much, because Lawrence isn't far, but from you
No,
like 40 minutes, right?
depending on who drives.
Yeah. Are you more of a fast driver?
Yeah.
It's the gay audacity, right? Just
Right.
get out of my way. I have places to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
yeah. Get out of my way. I don't want to. Yeah.
Do you have I have bad road rage. I know that. I yell at people all the time. I know it does nothing for anybody, but I yell at people all the time from my car. My grandparents think it's the most hilarious thing in the world when I'm on the phone with them. I tell people all the time, because I live up here. I live up north. I live in Liberty area, but I work
Mm-hmm.
in Olathe where you live and work. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's so far." I'm like, "It's 37 minutes on a bad day." I was like, "I can do it in like 30 flat if I had to."
Yeah. It's
That's
mostly a
awesome.
highway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all highway. So that's awesome. So is all your family still around here, or?
Yeah, I have family still in Lawrence, and then I have my uncle and aunt who lives in Shawnee, and
Okay.
then their son got married a couple of years ago. Him and his wife moved like 2 blocks away from us.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They didn't realize that we live so close.
Yeah. That's super fun though. That's great to have that like ability to have such close family, especially like blood family, right?
Hmm.
And I love talking about family life with people because in especially in the queer community, family dynamic is so diverse, right? And what it is. And we have blood family, which you have a lot of close blood family, it seems, and then we have chosen families as well.
Yeah.
So you're close with your blood family. I'm like when you came out to them or presented as I guess a gay man, they were like, "Yeah, cool, live your life," kind of thing.
Well, when I first came out, I was, well, I'm transgender, so, my dead name is Laura, and when I first approached my parents about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we knew since you were 5."
They knew you were
And,
like they knew you were trans since you were 5.
well, they knew that like I like girls
Okay,
at
sure.
5, and I'm like, "Okay, thanks." Like,
Thanks for telling me. I appreciate that.
yeah, yeah. They're like, "Well, we wanted you to come, and figure it out yourself," and I'm like, "I
Right.
understand." But like I didn't really know all the bingo until like later in life,
Yeah.
and like I always knew in my body like I should have been born a boy, but like I didn't know there was a term for that.
Yeah. What is that feeling like? I mean, I'm as a cis man, although I'm gay and part of the community, we hear about that a lot. We hear
Yeah.
about that feeling of not feeling like I'm in the right body. What kind of feeling is that? Do you
Um, for me, it's kind of weird. To think that I'm a man stuck in a woman's body. Like
Yeah.
I keep I keep forgetting that I was born a woman, a girl.
Yeah.
And so like when I get ready, I'm like, oh shoot, because that reminded all the time. Because
Right.
I mean, insurance does not really like to cover top
Yeah.
surgery or kind of because it's considered a cosmetic.
Yeah, almost like an elective, right?
Yeah, and I'm
Like I'm
like,
electing mentally to want to be what I want to be,
yeah,
and that's the way they look at it, and it's unfortunate. Yeah.
yeah. But then when I came out to my grandparents, they're like, oh, you're just going through a phase,
Were they more
and
conservative, kind of?
yeah,
I ask, right, because we're in the middle of the Bible Belt,
oh
and
yeah,
so and by living here your whole life how some people can be, right?
yeah,
And so,
yeah. It was um when I so yeah, when I was talking to my grandparents about it, they're like, "Oh, you're going through a phase," and I'm like, "No, I'm not really going through a phase."
uh,
And then,
the age old phase out question.
oh yeah, yeah. And so then, later on, I came out as trans, and I started my therapy,
Okay.
testosterone therapy, and that's when they realized that no, this is who he's supposed to be, and they realized I
Oh.
was so much happier, and then. My grandpa finally called me Levi when at my dad's funeral.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's
How
like,
was that? I mean, that had to have been emotional on top of emotions.
it was
Yeah.
like it made me feel really good. Um, I mean, I wish he, accepted me before that, but
Sure.
like,
Yeah. Oh,
it,
absolutely.
but I'm just glad that they finally see that I'm actually happy.
Yeah. And so you're close with them now, right? Like, are
Yeah.
you like
Oh
you're
yeah.
close? Are they good ally? Like your grandparents and all them? Are they like good allies to your community? Like because although we're all one community, I feel like the trans community is attacked so much more than just a normal gay or lesbian couple or whomever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, like, I don't think they like talked about it to their friends or anybody or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, and like closed doors, they were fine, you know. But they didn't really like do anything bad, I
Yeah.
should say. But like,
Was it kind of, we talk about the silent generation, was it that silent kind of like, this is our family, we're just gonna keep it here, we don't got to tell people about it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I, I've had some friends and family that kind of have done that as well. Like when I come around with Mark, my husband,
Mm,
there's some people who are like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gay," and I was like, "I've known this person for how long? Well, you didn't mention that I had a husband or nothing. Like what? I mean, I don't care, but also
yeah,
like, okay, I guess surprise, here we are. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have a cousin who is also trans, but he's closeted. Like he doesn't want to come out, and I respect that.
So is he trans? Are they trans like male to female or female to
Yeah,
male? Like female
male
to
to
male,
female.
male to
Yeah,
female trans. Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
they told me not to, say anything to
Sure.
like the family because he's like, you know, it's still late in life because he's older and.
Yeah.
He's like, you're so much braver, and mm,
Though, I think that there is something to kind of say about that, though. And of course, we respect anybody who wants to. You're gonna live the life that is best for you in the manner that is best for you.
yeah,
Nobody is gonna force anybody to say you got to come out, right?
yeah,
And I love to talk about coming out and that whole journey of performative performance. Essentially, it's just a big performance, is what it is. But I find it incredibly brave of somebody who has lived their life a certain way for so long to then come out at a certain age and later in life and go, hey, actually, that's not me. This is me. This is who I am. And come out into that kind of, I find that brave because I think this younger generation is growing up, although we still have so many attacks on this LGBTQIA plus community, on the queer community, on trans people, that if you're younger, it is a little bit more accepted to come out now. I
yeah,
mean, could you imagine coming out as trans and being very trans male, presenting in 2005 when you're graduating high school? I graduated in 2009. Although I was bi-curious all throughout, I had really explored it to a point, just an introduction to a point of figuring out my sexuality through high school. There was a couple people who are out, but it still was one of those things that I didn't even know there was a term bisexual. Like bisexual was a term until years later,
yeah,
And so I find that the older generation of people who are coming out, whether trans or gay, lesbian, it doesn't matter. I find that super inspiring because these are people who have chosen to say, fuck it. I'm going to be who I want to be. And how cool is that?
yeah, yeah.
That's tough. So, but again, respecting where anybody falls and how you want to present yourself is definitely how it's going to be best for them.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, well, that's crazy. So how was your journey? I guess, we like obviously talk about identity and spectrum, but where did that journey for you start? Was it young? Like, were you young? I mean, when you're like, this isn't me. Did you look?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, it was like really young. It was like transitional first grade. I was in transitional first grade, which is from a grade between kindergarten and first grade.
Okay.
That was the last year of that class, I guess. But I realized that I like girls, and I didn't know how to come about it. So I
Yeah.
just kept it to myself. And I remember I was in class with a girl and another boy, and we're sitting a- apart from the rest of the class, and it was like in this little cubicle, so it was kind of like hidden. And we're like, oh, I wonder what the private part looks like. So like
Sure.
we all showed ours, and
Yeah.
I looked at the boys. I'm like, that's what I should have. That's what I need.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
and
So you
so
felt
like
like you were just missing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember another time I was with a friend of mine, and we were just standing around in a circle. I leaned over and kissed her shoulder, and I was like 10.
Okay, yeah.
And she was like,
Which is a very common age for experimentation in general, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, what are you doing? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, nothing.
Yeah. You're like, "I'm just trying to find the tingles, it's okay."
Yeah. I'm like, my bad.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like,
wow. So you were young when your journey started.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, did you try in these younger ages, were you trying to be male presenting at all? Like, we call them tomboys, right? We were growing up, you're a
Mhm.
tomboy, you're a tomboy.
Yeah.
Was that kind of who you were growing up, or did you have any like pushback? I guess not pushback isn't the right word, but maybe just like your family maybe was like, no, they want you to present a certain way.
Well, at first, my family always went to church on Sundays.
Okay.
My mom, my sister, and me. My dad always worked, so he never really went.
Okay.
And I remember my mom always saying that I had to wear a dress or a skirt to
Yeah.
church, and I'm like, I don't want to wear this. I hate, like, why? And so,
No
like, for
pockets, right?
yeah,
So,
and I'm like, Mom, I hate wearing this. She's like, it's just for Sunday. You do it. I'm like, ah. And like throughout all the other times, I would like be wearing shorts or a t-shirt. Like I didn't care what I look like. I can
yeah.
get, because kids those days were like, or now still are very. I remember how you pronounce describe it, but like they're very. You have to be wearing a certain type of clothes to fit it.
Oh, oh yeah, like yeah, they want like trendy, like they want you
Yeah,
to follow the trends and they want you to be a part of this trend or that trend or
yeah,
yeah, I think when I was a freshman it was the polos with the pop collars and maybe like two or three shirts underneath it for some reason.
yeah. And I was like, I'm just gonna wear whatever I want. Like, I don't care if it's not matching; it's comfortable to me.
Yeah,
But like, I would
absolutely.
just wear, this kind of shirt and like, shorts. Like,
Yeah.
even in the middle of
Yeah.
winter, I'd be wearing shorts. I don't like jeans.
Yeah. But they have such good pockets in jeans, especially male jeans, so you have
Oh,
so many pocket options.
oh yeah.
Women's jeans,
Well,
you can only put like a piece of bubble gum in or something.
yeah, and that's why. And like, my parents, when they bought my clothes, there was always a women's section,
Yeah.
and so, like, I didn't like wearing those pants because of pockets. Like, there's
Yeah.
nowhere to put anything. And so then when I got a job and I paid for my own clothes, I went to the men's department.
How was that feeling? Was that, like, elated? Like
I was like, oh my God, this is where I should have been getting my clothes.
yeah.
And it was amazing. Like, I, the underwear, so much comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boxers, oh my God.
I mean, you say that, but I try to wear, like, the tiniest underwear I can I just prefer tinier underwear than I do regular, like,
Mhm.
boxers or boxer briefs, but, I mean, but also, for me, it was I was looking more at who was wearing the underwear than, you know,
Yeah.
than the actual underwear, so
But yeah. Yeah.
that's fun. Wow. So, yeah, so a young journey started, and then you started testosterone. When did you start when was that started that journey? Because that's I feel like a whole separate journey. I mean, you can wear male presenting clothes and you can
Mhm.
say, cut your hair or whatever, but truly, I feel like until you start transitioning medically with testosterone, that's gonna be a big jump, does it is it not?
Oh, it is. I didn't start testosterone until like 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Back,
Oh,
I came
wow.
out as trans about 10 years ago, fully. And so, my doctor got me in to see a endocrinologist. to go to
Okay.
school. And then she prescribed me, the testosterone and gave me my first shot, and I was just so excited. Like,
So how is that process? I don't know. How is it? I don't know if a lot of people might not know. I definitely know some of the trumpets out there may not know truly, and they just think that we're just taking shots of testosterone at our schools while they're at lunch, and we all know that that's not real and that's not true at all. But
yeah,
like, is there more than just going to the doctor and saying, "Hi, I want this," or
um, yeah. So w- my primary care doctor, I talked to her in depth about it, and she's like, "Yeah, I agree with you. You present yourself more like a man than a woman." And so she's like, "Well, I need to send you to a therapist to make sure this is what you want."
right?
Because
Okay.
and so I did, and
And
they
this
were.
is all, I assume, not covered by insurance either.
Well, I went to my the Johnson County Mental Health.
Okay.
They go based off income.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, so like I
Okay,
was
that's a
paying $10
oh,
per session.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh yeah.
That's
And
great.
so I didn't even have to use my insurance for that, but
Yeah.
surprisingly, my insurance covered the testosterone price is pretty good. I only pay like $4
Oh, wow.
for the needles, and then for the medicine itself, it's like $10 a month.
That doesn't seem terrible at
No,
all.
no,
No. And
no.
are and I s so are you still on you're still on testosterone shots then,
Yeah,
right? Is
I
that
would have.
something that you'll always have to be on?
Yeah, because
Okay.
if I stop taking testosterone, I can go back.
You can start so the estrogen that your body would have created would start to take back over essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you. Okay. Wow. So was there I mean, this part of it, I'm sure I mean, just a weight off your chest that you start testosterone, you start transitioning and feeling like Levi, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so Levi, chosen name, right?
Hmm.
Assume, or did
Yes.
somebody say just look at you and go, "You look like a Levi"?
Well, I chose the name because, like, I kind of wanted to stick with the L.
Okay.
Um, but like, I was like, "Ooh, Levi," and then I'm thinking of middle name, and I'm like, one day it was like Levi James. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah. It just
So
fits.
yeah,
Yeah. I I don't think I could ever see you as anything other than a Levi. Obviously, I've only known you as Levi.
yeah.
Right? But even earlier when you said your dead name, I was like, that doesn't fit.
No,
Like
yeah,
that doesn't fit
no,
that doesn't fit them at all,
no.
and like I could see that, and you definitely Levi James is a gorgeous name,
Mhm.
and I mean just a wonderful chosen name, so it fits you perfectly.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So
Uh,
as you progress, we talked earlier about family. You did have a conservative family, or you do. I assume they're probably still somewhat conservative, more accepting though, which is not super common, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's you kind of picked the golden apple on that blood family tree because we have so many people, especially in the trans community, who fall out with that blood family and they have their chosen family. So they have people that are more allies or whomever. That's more how I have my aunt and uncle
Hmm.
and my cousin, and that's like my blood family right there. Everybody else is gone. And so my huge family that I have is all the aunts and uncles for my kids are friends that we've had for years.
Yeah.
And it could be a struggle going through anything, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you struggle at first? Like so we start taking testosterone, I mean, it's sure elation that you're finally being that person that you want to be. It's amazing. Were
Yeah.
there struggles going through that journey of that as we 8 years ago to today, with it.
Yeah. Well, like my family was pretty much accepting
Yeah.
of me. It took them a while to get, from going from a dead name to Levi. As, I'm like, that's fine, because, like, I get it. You
Yeah.
remember me as this, and then, going to Levi, it's a process for them.
Right.
And, because, like, I don't know how they felt, because they didn't always talk about it, but, a lot of them, they just were accepting. And I didn't really have any negative.
You were just on
Um,
the journey of transition and they were there with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's I'm blessed with the family I have because I know people that are transition or they're um lesbian, gay, whatever, and their family just disowns them,
Yeah.
and
And
it's
it's so
it's
sad.
it is like my best friend when he first came out, his parents like it. His dad, it was just not accepting at all. His mom is more accepting
Yeah.
than the dad. But now, the dad realizes that, he's where he's supposed to be. He's, a guy now. And
Yeah. And so your best friend is trans as well, came out
mm,
female to male as well.
yes.
Yeah. And that's so sad. I mean, that's your child. Just love your child, you
Yeah.
know, for who they are and be done with it. Why does it matter?
Oh,
They're still the same
yeah.
person, just they look a little different and they want a different name. That's all. They're still the same person, you know?
It was funny because, like, my dad, he had an ex wife. He had,
Yeah.
then he had three daughters, three granddaughters, a girl dog, a wife. So he was, around females all the time.
Yeah. There's
And
a lot
so
of
when,
estrogen in that house.
yeah, oh yeah. And so when I came out as trans, he's like, "Oh my god, I finally have a son! Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Oh my god. Oh my god, that would make me cry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like he
Yeah, that would make
was. Oh, he was like my best friend.
yeah. When did your dad pass away?
2017.
Oh wow. So that's soon. Yeah. So that's right around the time you were transitioning, right?
Yeah, it's
8 years
about
ago. Okay.
um. I feel I came out. I think it's actually been longer than 8 years, but it's I can't keep track.
Yeah. You know
But
what? Who's keeping track when you're living life, you know?
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's. I know it's been long. It's been a while, but
So
yeah,
are you still and your mom is she's still around, right? Is that what you said
yeah,
earlier? Yeah.
yeah,
So and are you guys close like you and your dad were or
yeah. We're close.
yeah, that's good.
She lives next door.
She lives
She's
next door?
well, like I live in the living room, and
Yeah.
she lives in the bedroom. So it's
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah,
Oh, that's
we
so
live beside.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. Um, I couldn't tell you where my mother lives, and that's like that perfect spot for me. We are not close whatsoever. I know my dad lives in the same house he's lived in for 20 plus years, and so I can tell
mm,
you where that is, but my mom's moved so much, and I don't keep track of any of that. It's just
yeah,
there's a lot of not accepting on that aspect of it, like, accepting of who I am and just, like, whatever, it's just fine, live your life, but it's there's a whole understory of she I think the most famous quote is, "Well, I had you, so I'm owed something." Is what was said to me one time, and I said, "Never come back to my house again. Thank you."
yeah, yeah. I
So
don't owe you anything. Like,
yeah,
right?
right. So, yeah, that's I mean, I feel like you again, I said earlier, you got that golden apple of the tree of being a part of the queer community. It sounds like you have especially transitioning, I feel like transitioning could have had a lot more struggle for you and you had such accepting people around you that you've surrounded yourself with that you're born into this family that just went okay, let's that's you,
Yeah.
and that's amazing. You don't hear about that every day.
And my boss, became my best friend. Holly.
Heather,
Holly.
Holly. Yes, she is so sweet. I love her so
Oh my
much.
god. Yeah.
I
Um.
truly do. I am always there's a few people there that you work with that are just so kind and so sweet, and I'm like, this is why this is the only one restaurant that I come to, like
Yeah.
because I know what. First off, I know that I'm getting what I want there, and then also like you just walk in, and I always come in store to order, when I order, and just so I
Yeah.
can see who's there and just hi,
And every time I see your name on a like a mobile order, I'm like, oh, that's Bernard.
Oh
And I'm like,
yeah, there's
oh.
not a lot of Bernards around in this world anymore.
Yeah. And so like I customize your cup all the time when
It
I'm working
Oh my
there.
god, it is the sweetest thing. There was one time though, you wrote all over it, and it was the funniest thing, right? You wrote all these sweet messages all over it. It was the kindest thing. And I got back to work, and I was actually having a really bad day, and I thought this is just perfect. This is just great.
Oh.
But I was like working on it. I was doing some work and everything, and I looked at my hands, and I was like, oh my god, what did I touch? There's something on my hands right now, and I could not figure it out. I was walking around. I'm like, I'm grabbing markers. I'm like, did a Sharpie blow up in my hand? Where is this coming from? Or whatever. There was another guy sitting behind me. He's like, I don't know, it's so weird. And I went to go grab my drink. I was like, me too. It's so weird. I took a drink, and I looked, and I had smeared from the condensation all the writing, and I went, I found it. I found where I have all this is all over my hands as like it's from this cup. But
Mm.
it was great. Yeah, it's wonderful. But that to me is building that chosen family of
Yeah.
having people that are so kind, and just like you just little things that you do are just so sweet, and that's what I think that's what we need more. We need more
Oh
people
yeah.
like that, doing just little sweet things for each other and nothing major.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, did you meet Holly? No, so you said Holly is like one of your best friends, right?
Yeah, so she hired me. Like I'd never been to Taco Bell in my life. Like I never
Mhm.
had Taco Bell. We always had Taco John's.
Oh, you're
And
missing out.
so I know. And so I went in and I was like, "Hey, are you guys hiring?" Because I was without a job for a month and I was going stir crazy. And I'm like, "I
Oh,
need
sure.
money." And she's like, "Well, can you come back later? Because it's during lunch rush." I'm like, "Sure, not a problem." And so I went and applied, and she hired me right on the spot. And so it's been amazing. Like
Yeah,
she's the only reason why I'm still there. Like if she was not there, I would not be at Taco Bell.
yeah.
Like, but then I realized how good Taco Bell was, and I'm like, oh my
Oh
god,
my
it's
god,
my
it's so good.
addiction.
That that is why my first job when I was 16, I got a job at Wendy's. And I
Hmm.
remember the manager when I was doing a little interview. I was going to homecoming. Like I went to this interview, and then I was going from the interview to homecoming. So like I walk in all dressed up, and she
Oh,
was like, "Why are you dressed up and everything?" I was like, "Honestly," I said, "I'm going to homecoming after this." And she's like, "Oh, that makes sense." So I do this interview in this like button-up shirt, slacks, dress shoes. And she like one of the questions I remember the last question she asked me, she goes, "Okay, Bernard, like, why do you want this job? Why do you want to work here?" I said, "I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to, but my car needs a new transmission and I need money." And she goes, "You're hired. I'll see you on Monday." I was like, "Perfect. I'll see you Monday." And that was the start. I mean, I had so much fun working at Wendy's.
mm.
Like there was a guy Nate. He was a lot older than I was at the time. I think he was in his mid 30s when I was 16. But him and I would ended up being the closing shift all the time, and I would work till 1 or 2 in the morning, and then go home, go to bed, get up, go to school, and I did
Mm.
that, 6 days a week. But Nate and I used to have so much fun. I One of us would bring a 12 pack of Mountain Dew, and then it would just be him and I from like 9, 10 o'clock on, and just like fucking around, bullshitting, and then just doing that late midnight rush,
Yeah,
where everybody's like hungry as shit. And I never understood that when I was 16. Why is everybody going to this place at like midnight? And now as an adult, I'm like, it's midnight. I want Taco Bell, or I want
yeah.
something. So
You're
you
like,
know, all those nights of hanging out at the bars and everything. It made sense when I got older. But that's
I
awesome. And
mean,
Holly's
I
a
think,
great human too.
oh yeah, that was amazing. Like when I first came out, she was kind of like, you sure? Like, but then when I cut my hair, I actually had hair, but now I'm bald.
I
Like,
could not imagine you with hair.
yeah,
I
I
think
I
even if you put a wig on, I would not even recognize you. So
I did buy a wig because I was
you bought?
like, a wig, yeah.
Did
I
you
had
wear a wig
shaved.
just like as per like you shaved it and then was like you wanted a wig just in
Yeah, like,
case or
well, ever since taking testosterone, I went bald on top. I
oh
can't grow hair on top. I can
oh
grow hair on the side,
yeah
but then I don't look like Bozo the Clown, so I just shaved the
yeah
side. But then all the hair went to my back, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
yeah.
Good, yeah. So I had to
Hey,
like
that's
shave
man
that.
problems. That's man problems right there. You get that, but you got that bear, that daddy bear back. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I got everything from my dad, like
Yeah.
his bald head, bad teeth, his calves, like
See,
yeah,
he got the son that he wanted, and you guys are so much more. You're right. Just so much more alike.
yeah. Like if
Yeah.
you put a picture of him and me together, you're like, oh my god, you guys could be twins. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad. I mean, some of the things I'm like, really, can I like? I want good teeth, but you know,
Yeah.
genetics suck.
Genetics are. It's a bitch. Genetics is a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it. Yeah. That's why I'm only 5'8" and I'm not an NBA player. I know.
I have
I love it.
good.
It's great. You kind of mentioned like Holly, kind of questioned it. I mean, knowing I know of Holly just very minimal, right? In interactions and just chatting with her here and there. And obviously I know you more. We text and snap quite a bit. Do you think Holly was more like a friend, like as hey, are you sure? Because knowing what was coming, like the journey that you had to take to be where you are today,
I
was it
think
more like
so.
looking out for you?
Yeah, she looks out for me in so many
Yeah,
ways. Um, but then like when I fully when I started taking testosterone, she was like, "Oh my god, yeah, you're definitely Levi."
she
Like,
saw it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and so like after I started, saying my name is Levi, she just referred to me as Levi, and she's like, "Now I can never imagine you not being Levi." Like,
right. Yeah, you're just like, yeah, I know. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, you transition. You said and you're still as a man, and but you like women, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
I'm not.
you said you're
It's
bisexual, right?
yeah, bisexual.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's just kind of like me. I think is it just more like the person? Like, do you vibe with that person, kind of thing?
yeah, like I like their personality. It's their
Yeah,
personality that gets me. Like I don't look at them as a man or a woman. I like their personality.
sure.
So
And
personality
did that come first, that being bisexual, do you think? And like
later.
in your younger years, did you ever explore that? Like did you ever have a girlfriend and or a boyfriend, or was it just
Um, well, before I came out, I had a boyfriend.
okay.
Um, and we were engaged for a very short time.
Yeah.
Um, until I found out he was a pedophile, and then
Oh, nope.
yeah, no, I'm good. And
Yeah.
so, I didn't realize
Which
it
is
that until like later in life, later in the
yeah.
relationship.
Well, which is, tangent off of that, which how gross it is to be like our community, the queer community, constantly being compared to of these pedophiles and these groomers. And then what every week you hear about a new church pastor or a cop or somebody like that who is a cis heterosexual male presenting or person that is doing this.
Yeah,
And it's just like
it's
it's not our
sickening.
community. Most of queer people in our community, unless you come from a family that's large with children or whatever. I know so many queer people who are like, I don't even hand me your child. I don't want to hold your kid because kids are not for me. Thank you. No,
Yeah, like my
So
ex, my recent ex, She
This was the
wanted
one you were
kids.
engaged to for a while when I first met you, right? You
Yeah,
guys got
yeah,
engaged shortly after I met you. Yeah.
yeah. Um, she wanted kids, and I was like, "Honey, I am not having kids.
Yeah.
No, I'm not." Like, I have a niece who's just turned 18, and she's my world. Like, I
Yeah.
love her to death. Like, I'll do anything for her, but I ain't having kids.
Yeah.
Like, I did that. I raised her, and I was like, I mean, she's a great kid. She
Yeah.
is. But no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm never having kids. Like,
I think if it
no.
wasn't for having kids so young, I would not have kids.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I made a point of that when after my ex and we separated and she moved back here and then I followed. One of the first things I did when I moved to Kansas City was I went and got the old snip snip.
Hmm.
I wasn't dating anybody. I wasn't with anybody. I
Yeah.
didn't know if I'd end up with a woman or a man. I didn't care. I was exploring my life. I was out there having fun with anybody who was fun. You know, that personality. Like, was
Yeah.
your personality great? Are we vibing? Let's have a good time. I didn't care if it was a man or a woman. Just here we are. But I was like, I'm not having kids
No, I'm
anymore.
not taking that
This,
chance. No.
yeah, I'm not taking. I'm not taking no chance. I'm gonna use protection and snip snip. We're a
Hmm.
100%. There's no this 99 or 98% effective. It's 100%.
Yeah. Like my sister, my oldest sister, I haven't seen in since I was 3. She had, she was on birth control,
Yeah,
and they used a condom. She still ended up getting pregnant.
yeah.
And
90,
so,
98%,
mhm,
98% effective.
yeah.
You
And
know,
then her
that's why I
daughter,
tell people don't be a dummy. Come on her tummy. You know,
yeah, yeah. And so, her daughter was born with teeth.
with teeth.
Teeth. Yeah. And I'm like, so how did you
That's
feed?
that's scary.
Yeah. Like, how did you feed your kid? Like,
Yeah,
because, like, I didn't know anything about, like, bottles or such
yeah,
at that point.
sure.
But she's like, yeah, I just bottle fed her. I ain't breastfed
Yeah.
her. I'm like, good, because that would hurt.
Oh my god, I'm in pain thinking about that. I like my nipples, so I'm like, that would a little nibble's okay, but a child that has no control over that, no, thank you.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah, no, I'm okay, thank you.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during when you were a kid, we growing up, I mean, was dating a thing for you? Like, did you date or did you have love
No.
interests, or was it till you got older that's when that happened?
It was later in life that
Yeah,
like, in high school, I was, I just want to get out of there. Like, I did
yeah.
not mess with anybody. Like, and, everybody in my class got pregnant, pretty
Oh,
much. And
okay.
so I was like one of very few people that did not have kids.
Yeah.
And,
A
I'm
lot of
just
those
like,
teen pregnancies, is that what it was?
oh
Or
yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the school, it was so big that they ended up having a daycare
In your
for
high
the,
school?
yeah, in our high school.
Holy first off, it's not so big, it's just so many people fucking popping out kids left and right.
I know, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
Did everybody fail sex education? What is happening?
my niece, she had this class, and they watched a live birth, like a woman giving birth. And she comes home, she's like, I'm never having kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank
That
God.
shit will scare you. That will scar you. Yeah. I was in the room for both my kids. Um and my daughter was born in the middle of a blizzard. And then our
Oh,
son decided when we moved to a new state, we were in our new house. We were in the house for literally 24 hours and then boom, here comes this kid. Nothing is set up in this house. And so both times were just so much of a blur. But I was in the room for both times and I do remember and then like there is so much happening right now. No, thank you. And at that point in time, I was like, I am very glad that I have a penis because I cannot have a child.
yeah,
Like, yeah, maybe this is when you high five my penis and was like, we're good to go.
yeah. Uh,
That's so
I
wild.
don't know how women do it. Like, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I,
I Mark and I are watching this show on Netflix right now, and it's this. bunch of these different lesbians are like all intermingling and stuff. And one of them, they had what two of them were talking and said something about kids, and the one girl goes, "No, that scares me." And she goes, "Could you imagine it?" And the other one goes, "Well, that's fine. I can just have them then, because that's something I want to do." She goes, "Good for you. Do it." Like so quick to just bye. Nope.
Yeah.
Next, move on.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I you mentioned you were engaged twice, shortly
Mhm.
with you said a man, and then you were recently engaged last year for a little while, and I was super excited for you. I remember when you told me that and you sent me the pictures, they were gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then what happened there?
She found out she was cheating on me with her ex.
Oh, that will do it.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, that will do it. And
and
I'm so sorry. That's so unfortunate.
it's karma. I dodged a bullet. I really did.
Yeah, you think?
Oh, I found out like 2 months later they got married,
Okay.
and then recently she texted me asking me if we can get back together,
New number,
and
who
I'm
dis?
like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
no, like, why? Why would I go back? Like,
No. Yeah.
you hurt you hurt me, like, in so many ways. Like, why would I go back? Like, I'm
Right.
not gonna put myself through that again. Like, you messed up. Yeah, you gotta take responsibility for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
think it was Einstein who said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again, expecting a different result.
yeah,
Don't put yourself in that position. And that seems to be at times, I feel like so many relationships nowadays. So many relationships of people cheating and being unfaithful, and I know that there's a lot of in the queer community, we have a lot of openness in relationships.
yeah,
There there's a lot of flexibility or freedoms of sexual partners and everything like that. And but that is all when it is agreed upon, and those people are agreeing. When you start straying from that and kind of being that way, that's just and you're going to be unfaithful. Why put yourself back in that position,
yeah,
to anybody? And it's not just the queer community, anybody. Why put yourself in a position to be with someone that's proved that they're going to be unfaithful to you?
yeah. I'm
You know,
just, yeah. I don't understand how someone can cheat. Like, if you are
I dealt
so
with that. I get it.
unhappy, then you leave the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cheat.
Right. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
I dealt with that with my ex-wife. There was a whole ordeal for months, like 2 or 3 months after we got married, months after she had this affair. It was just this whole thing, and it took a lot of work. But I was somebody that was like, I'm already married. Like we've already done the vow, we've already done the marriage, we're married. Did the name change, did all that stuff. Like, okay, let's see if we can make this work. And it just years later, we was like, this just isn't working. It's just not it. And it's unfortunate when that happens, but you play that Monday morning quarterback and you look back and go, okay, I think I made a good choice. I'm good. You know.
Yeah, no.
So we look future expectations. Are we looking at anybody? Have you found someone, or just kind of are you living Levi's journey right now? We're having fun.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in a relationship at all. Like, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I think that one kind of hurts you really hard though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I was like, no, I'm just gonna be a good dad.
just a
Like,
cat dad. I love it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
have two cats, and they're great.
yeah.
One likes to play fetch.
I would love to like come see that. However, I would need like 4 Claritin pills just to walk near a cat. So that's like I was at my aunt's yesterday and she has one cat, and immediately my eyes were like, she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm going outside." I was helping her and my uncle with some stuff in the backyard, and I was like, "I'll just meet you outside. I need to get outside right now before I have a whole on allergic attack." I love that.
I think I'm allergic to cats because like my eyes are like burning right now. But I'm just like, I don't care. I
You
love
can
them.
live through it. It's like I can suffer through this.
This
Yeah.
is yeah, yeah. I'd rather suffer with cats than kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Sorry, I had mine earlier. I They lost iPad privileges for the day, and my daughter texted me, "Can I watch a movie on my iPad?" I was like, That's I'm of course I'm a softie. I was like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. That's
yeah,
fine. That's fine."
you're the good dad.
Yeah, I know.
You're
I'm
the
I'm like
softy.
I'm stern when I need to be, and then it's just
Yeah,
like I'll just forgive and move on.
yeah, yeah.
I love it. I like to ask people because we all come from different walks, especially through the queer community, and I like to talk about misconceptions, right? Because there are a ton in the queer community, whether it's with lesbians or gay, bi, asexual. But I like to see and hear, what do you think are misconceptions about our queer community that people have? Why do you think that there's there? Is this something that you've seen, heard about, that you feel, especially being a trans man? Where do you think that there's a misconceptions are with people?
Um, I think it's I mean I think because I don't really know, so I don't know what other people think, but I just think that they think that we don't know who we are, so we're just gonna go to the next gender
Yeah,
and just play around, and that we're doing this for fun, and we're trying to get attention, and we're doing this for all the wrong reasons, and um but like for me, like I said early in life, I realized I should have been born a boy, and so for me, transitioning into a man is who I am. Like I want people to see me as how I see myself.
right. Yeah, you want people to see Levi, right?
Yeah,
And
I
it's
don't
not
want
and
them.
and you said, and I do agree with you that some people look at it as trying to quote have fun and gender jump.
Mhm.
And I mean, as we heard from you, holy shit, the journey that you've had to go through just to be at where you are these last, 8 to 10 years. Who wants to do that over and over and over again and figure out trying to find a gender?
Yeah,
I think a lot of and you said you have, your friends who are trans as well that you have. Do you guys have I mean, I would love if they want to be a part of this podcast, join it. Let's have fun. Let's talk about
yeah.
their journey.
hmm
But can they relate to you? Are you guys like do you have kind of a similar journey of young age knowing this I'm not right. I'm not where I'm supposed to be and then being able to find that person, find your Levi, find who you are.
What? I think so. Which is
Yeah.
kind of funny because like him and I went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Like we've known each other for years, and we've helped each other
Yeah.
figure out who we are.
That's great.
Yeah, it was
That's
amazing. Like we tried dating for like 3 days. We're like, nah, we're
yeah.
better off best friends. Like,
I tried to date a friend once. Her and I both agreed. We're just better off friends.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. Like, we're just meant to be friends, and so, and which is amazing because like we're like, I don't want this to hurt our friendship, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to either. It's not going to hurt it because we both agreed, and he later found his wife, and she's amazing. Like, they're the cutest couple ever. Like,
Oh.
I
Yeah.
went to the wedding, and it's just, I was crying.
Yeah.
I think I was more crying than he was at
Yeah.
the wedding because it's like, it's amazing for them to be like, to be able to be married.
Yeah.
And they got married in Pennsylvania because at the
Okay.
time, Kansas wasn't legal.
Yeah.
They legalized it the same year that they were getting married, but they already planned it for Pennsylvania. And so, like, it was like a month before their wedding is when Kansas um, became a legalized state.
Yeah.
And we just kind of find that ironic, but
Yeah.
um, I think it was meant to be in Pennsylvania because I mean it was where they had it was so beautiful, and
Yeah, it's
yeah,
wonderful.
it's they will be married 10 years on Friday.
Oh, congratulations to them.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
were
amazing.
yeah like they were wanting to renew their vows, and
Yeah.
but they're like, we might have to do that in a couple more years because of financial
Yeah. Well, everything's expensive right now.
for real. Like
Yeah, everything's expensive right now. It's a wild world that we're living in right now, but I think I do agree with you. People, and we know who we say when we say people, have vilified, especially the trans community, in such a way that it makes it seem like people in the trans community don't know what they want. They
yeah,
don't know who they are, and they're trying to infect people with it and all this other bullshit, lies and everything like that. And that's just not true. Trans people just want to live the life that when they look in the mirror and they see a projection of themselves.
mhm,
They just want to be those people. They just
yeah,
want to be that person. They want to love themselves for being just themselves, like anybody else would want to, right?
yeah.
I mean, why is that such a hard concept for some people to understand? I will never know.
And like back to my mom, she I love her. Like she's another best friend. But when I first came out, she crocheted me this blanket.
Oh, the
It's
one, yeah,
right. Yeah. She she m- was working on it at work. Like she was working and she would
yeah.
make it. So she did that for me, and I'm like, oh,
It's yeah, it's. I was actually wondering. I saw that earlier, and I was like, "That's amazing." I'm not that talented or that crafty, so I couldn't. Also, I don't have the patience to do something like that.
man,
Um, I know I've tried it. I've tried to do the whole crochet thing one time, and then I sold the stuff to a friend of mine for like $5. I was like, "Just take it out of my house."
just get it out.
Yeah,
I
I
tried, and
love
I'm
it.
just like, I don't know how. Like, so complicated.
It's Well, I think a lot of it maybe for me, the way I see it, and because I always try to I listen to a lot of things, a lot of different either podcasts or the news or read articles. And a lot of this I feel is it's just an unknown, right? It's just unknown. People are uneducated. Let's start with that. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
incredibly uneducated. And not like I'm not talking about like high school, college diploma uneducated. I'm talking about just social norms or social construct uneducated.
Mhm,
And when it comes to the LGBTQIA plus community, and if you're not a part of the community, whether it be a member, we call it alphabet mafia member, or an
mhm.
ally, like a huge ally, you might be like, oh, I'm a neighbor ally. I don't care that my neighbor's gay. That's not a full ally. Like I
Yeah.
feel like the misconception is because you're uneducated, because these people are not experiencing the community for what it is for how if you were to say, hey, I am having this problem, I need I need my trans people to come, I need my LGBTQIA plus community behind me, no questions asked, they're going to rally behind you,
Oh yeah.
and they're going to be there. What do we need to raise money for somebody? Do we need to help someone? Do we need to build a house? Do we need to do this? Because queer people are everywhere, we do
Oh,
everything. We're in construction, we're in electronics, we're in the, computer field, we're in the restaurant business, we do everything. And it's just that uneducatedness of what our community stands for, you know. Um and it stands for a lot. The flag, people say, "Oh, the rainbow," and it's crazy to me that some people can get so upset over a rainbow flag. It's kind of funny. I'm like, do you not remember being in second grade when you were using watercolors? Were you also this angry, over painting? But I digress. The flag, pride, I I always like to end on a happy note because I feel like pride is us. Pride is the community. What does pride mean to Levi? So what does pride mean to you?
just being able to be myself. Um, and like help support other people that, you know, need it, or, you know, they don't need it, but I'm still there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who you are, I'm still gonna be nice to you. Until you're not nice to me, then, you know, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
I've
But
kind of taught my kids that, that we are nice to everybody until you're an asshole to me, then I get to be an asshole to you,
yeah, yeah,
because that's how it's gonna go.
yeah. That's how
Um,
I treat everybody. Like, I treat everybody with respect until you don't respect me, and then,
right. Exactly.
yeah, go fuck yourself.
Um, I get it. I think that's a great thing. Pride just means being yourself,
Yeah.
and being there for, again, that's why I wanted to do this podcast, right? I wanted to be able to take your story, Levi, who is one that is honestly incredible and very unheard of, especially here in the Bible Belt of Kansas, Missouri.
Hmm.
Having that family, although you went to Sunday school, you went to church, you wore, your mom made you wear the dresses and the skirts. And now look where you're at. You are Levi. You are this amazing man who has a huge heart for love and compassion. You have great friends around you, a great family, all because you get to just also be who you want to be. You know, it's a journey for you, absolutely, and I'm sure every day is a journey for you.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, just kind of remembering that that you are a trans man. You said that in the beginning. When you're at times doing that and remembering that, that's a mental journey every single day. But look how much you stand for yourself and you stand up, and it's incredible. You're an incredible human being, and I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you too.
This was a lot of fun, and I do appreciate you taking the time today and coming to do this. So
Oh yeah, it was so much fun.
yeah, well, this has been Levi, wonderful human. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll hear from some of Levi's friends. Would love to have them tell their journeys as well, because everyone's a little bit queer, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. Well, thank you all. I appreciate it. If you or anybody that you know wants to be a part of this podcast, please reach out to everyone's a little queer at gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at everyone's a little queer. Let's share our journeys and our stories.